This is So Says Mr. Thunder. I'm Mr. Thunder, and today is Monday, March the 18th, 2024. If this is your first time coming to the podcast, this is the first video. But if it's your first time coming to the podcast, I'm glad you're here. Somehow you heard about it and you're here. Spend a little time with me to kind of just have a conversation. But anyways, for those of you who've been with us for the ride, you already know this is a progress report. And this is definitely a manifestation of, you know what I'm saying? leaning on the blessing. And but anyways, today, man, I got a special guest. My homeboy, one of the main men that would come over in any type of humility and have a real live conversation with me. And we've been friends ever since the first time we met. And today, dog, I want you to introduce yourself as yourself, how you want people to know you, and how you want people to remember you. So without further ado, tell us who you are.
Right, man. Hey, a lot of people know me. A lot of people don't, but hey, I'm Jerry Smith, aka J Smooth. If you know me, you know I'm real with you, you know what I'm saying? Because I deal with you, you know what I'm saying? So anybody outside of that, I mean, I don't know you. So I only deal with the real, you dig? So I got the one and only Rams in the house, man. He invited me to this beautiful podcast, and I'm honored. Like I said, I'm always willing to drop jewels that somebody else can use.
Man, and for that, I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You've been there since day one when it came to, what I was trying to do with this. You was on the back end, you know what I'm saying? You was with me having conversations. But anyways, I just want to kind of get a read on the podcast. Like what, you know what I'm saying? Is there an episode that you listened to that kind of you liked, or just listening to it, what'd you get from it?
Oh, man, I'm ashamed to say I haven't listened to as much as I should. I'm planning on listening to all of them for it's over with. But I will say the review that I've listened to, man, I take it as if it's somebody coming from a place that, hey, look, I got a message that I don't know the title to, but once I figure it out, once you learn it, you're going to appreciate it. It's like coming with a plan without the plan, It's actually being just going with the flow and dropping jewels, man. Yeah. A lot of people really, somebody needed to hear it. It's like you can't pinpoint who needed to hear it, but you did it for somebody to hear it. So, that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Everybody, even each one is different. It's not the same.
Yeah, that's the cold part about it, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We talked a little bit before this about the format, you know what I'm saying, how we go about the message that's getting out. And, we was talking about, when we make decisions and how it changes something in your course, right? But your point of reference is not always accepted by everyone. You know what I'm saying? The way you think, the way you process it, because it's viewed as being a negative way. But, you know what I'm saying, in reality, it is the only way.
Yeah.
So how we talked about a subject that's near and dear to both of us without mentioning it.
Right.
So how did you come up with that?
Oh man, I'm gonna say this. A lot of it was experience. Sometimes when you want to jump up, when you're young and you're naive, you want to get your feet wet. So how you get your feet wet, you got to jump out there. You know what I mean? You might slip and fall, but guess what? You might stand tall. But the thing is, you gonna know how to stand tall the next time. You know what I mean? That's just part of life. Everybody want to be somebody, but you got to get somewhere to get to there.
Right, and being hard-headed, right? Which we all do.
Right? But that's a part of learning. That's a part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the jewels that I've acquired it mainly from experience, man. Me jumping out there on my own, trial and error.
So there was one that I you know what I'm saying, that I was a part of, right? In an encounter with you where you kind of came to me and told me, you know what I'm saying, how you was trying to get in order before having a conversation with me, because how we rock.
Right.
And the humility in that was, you know what I'm saying, forcing me to just really hear what you had to say, man.
Right.
Like it takes a lot for somebody to do that, you know what I'm saying, to just really say something that they really mean without any fear of, you know what I'm saying, how it's gonna be received. And I think that's when you drop a lot of your gems, man. Is when you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? When you feel like it's necessary.
Oh yeah, off the rip. I mean, a lot of the time it be because somebody else need it. You know what I mean? That's when you really feel compelled to drop jewels. But the Bible say you don't throw your pearls amongst the swine. You know what I mean? You don't give your pearls to swine, because what they gonna do? They gonna trample all on it. They might eat it. So you gonna give your jewels to somebody that's gonna cherish it. That's gonna take heed and take it their own way. Because how it worked for me might not work for you, but it's something that you taught me that helped me to go through something that you went through. So that's just a part of life, man, and being wise enough to be that person that's willing to give it.
So has there been like a time within the last, I don't know, 6 months, year, where you really leaned on that, you know what I'm saying, because you jumped out there so many times, where you really leaned on it and you know, yielded a positive?
Right. Man, I would say, and you know, I could be a preacher to many, man, but I'm still a student in the game. You know? So a lot of the stuff that I might do or done, and I would say, hey, I can curse on your podcast.
Man, come on, man.
I'm gonna make sure I can
see,
leave.
That's how you know he ain't been listening.
Hey, man, you see, I ain't been here.
That's how you know he ain't been.
I don't want to get I'm a sailor. You know, I get to cuss like a sailor.
You gonna get on camera and tell that.
Man, look, I get to cuss like a sailor. I'm trying to keep it proper.
Well, if it's
I'm fucking with you,
it's
man.
It's control thing, brother.
I mean, I'm gonna say I would give game to a youngster like, man, hey, look, you got to get out there on your own. You can't expect me to do what I did to get there fast. You know what I mean? So whatever you want to do, path or direction you trying to take in life, man. It's just about that jumping out there on your own 2 feet and getting your feet wet. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Getting your feet wet, man.
That's and you know what's funny about that is now my question to you is, right? Since you're so compelled to drop that knowledge, what would you say to yourself 2-3 years ago when you were, you know, doubting a decision? What would you say to Jerry? What would you say to Jay?
Shit, that I was saying, man, study long, study wrong, baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? That's when it comes to everything in life. Sometimes you gotta have a mind made up. You know, when you if you doubt yourself 9 times out of 10, there's a reason why you're doubting yourself. You gotta get rid of the reasons, you know, and just go ahead and go for it. But you know, making your next move your best move.
Right.
You know, ain't nobody. You don't want to do nothing that's gonna. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. You know.
Yeah.
Man, that's it, man. I would have teach my younger self 3-4 years ago, man. Look, hey, you know what you want to do. You know what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Do it. You know what I mean? Don't let nothing distract you. It's so easy to get distracted nowadays, man. We got so many different influences in today's society with social media, television, what's going around, even on the news. But we just got to stay steadfast, baby.
Oh, too close to this thing.
Oh, I would have told myself, man, stay on my square, player.
Stay on the square, player.
Yeah.
So, all right, so let's stick on that, right? That message is being packaged up and delivered to a bunch of young niggas like you. What would the name on that packaging be? What would be the brand, or what would you call that?
Stay on your square, player.
Stay on your square, player. Hey, it'll probably come in a little square package.
I'm gonna drop a little mini story behind.
Go ahead.
A little mini story behind that, man, is anybody that know how to play chess. You know what I mean? It's as simple as the game is. You know, you got your rooks, your bishops, the pawns, the queen, the king. But you know, you being the king, you gotta stay on your square. If you move from being a king, you gotta go left, right. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Then that means something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Your house about to get forfeited. You know what I mean? Real quick. So stay on your square, man. You know, I know sometimes choices. That's what we have to decide on. You know, you got everyday choices, man. But you got to look out for the position that's going to keep you on your square. You know, and that's the best news anybody could use. And you know, in whatever level of position you're in life, you know, you got to stay on your square. You got to find what's going to keep you around. You know what I mean? Mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. All those aspects, because one of them is off, you off your square. You dig what I'm saying? So all that's gonna help anybody, man. Look, stay on your square, because if you a king, if you gotta move, you might have to move your queen. Your queen, we ain't trying to get rid of my queen, man. My queen down for life. But if she gonna move, so I ain't gotta move. So that's the whole point, man. Stay on your square, man. We don't need to be out here moving off our square and then jeopardizing our roof over our head and our livelihood. And all we trying to do is what? Keep peace of mind, baby.
Right. Losing the game. You win the game.
You win the
by
game.
staying on your square.
Stand on your
Stay
square.
on your square, player. That is the message.
Hey, man, look, that was a good. I was just trying to use that.
Listen, man. Listen. The beauty. See, here's the beauty in it, right? You didn't even know that was gonna happen. See, it took you. It took you how long to get to that? You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta pull that out of you, man.
You know what they do. You know what the artists be coming out with when they getting about to say. You gotta pop them over. It might be hard to pop that motherfucker over. When you pop it over, it's gonna be a beautiful pearl.
Hey,
right
check this out. See, I don't like to do that kind of work, so I need the Oasis to open up on this song. So if I gotta,
it shouldn't be that hard.
If it ain't hard, it's easy for me.
Hey,
all it took was 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes
that's it.
of your best, and that's your wisdom.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, I want to thank you, my brother,
all right, man. I
for
appreciate
fucking
you being here.
coming
Yeah, for sure, baby.
and making this a reality. You know, for behind the camera. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Behind the scenes.
This is our future production. Well, my current production manager, right?
Right.
But future somebody really famous production manager. So
bigger following.
Introduce yourself.
My mic hot.
It's on.
I'm Nia. I'm behind the scenes. Whatever needs to happen, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, and make it look good and sound good.
Just don't make me have to do this in the back.
Right. But anyways, man, this has been So Says Mr. Thunder.
Yeah.
My guest today is Jay Smooth.
Really,
you know what I'm saying? Jerry Diamond Smith.
Yes,
as I know him, and a dear friend of mine, man. I appreciate you for coming and dropping that gem.
Man.
Stay on your square, player, because the name of the game
That's it.
is to win, right? So that's some real live stuff, man. So anything you want to leave the people with, you got an Instagram or anything like that?
Man, look, I'm like a rapper that like to stay in my hole, baby. But nowadays, I know you got to show face, so you can find me I'm on Facebook. Catch me on Facebook, Jerry Diamond Smith Jr. If you know me, you know me. You gotta have a mutual friend. No new friends.
Shameless plug. I need you to talk about that food.
Oh man, how was it? How did you like it?
I need you to
I
talk about it.
I gave you a plate before you left.
Yes, and
you ain't never tell me it wasn't good.
I demolished it.
Oh, okay.
I inhaled it. Put it that way.
There you go.
Yes, and I sat there and ate it like I was fat.
There you go.
For real, that shit was good. So anyway, come on, man. Come on, tell people.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna have to be the one that do it, and my wife, she can cook her ass off. But she don't want to do it. She don't want to be cooking for money. So you like to cook for the highs. So I had to be the one that I'm gonna dig in all her ingredients and her schedules and recipes. I'm gonna let her do it until I get to learn how to do it all the way 100% right. But we gonna get it right though.
Yeah.
Point of the matter is, you might catch me out real soon with J Smooth Catering, baby. Whatever you want, you know what I mean? From the cakes to the pies to the barbecue to the baked food.
It's all
You might even get a salad on the side.
Oh, and a salad. That's what's up. Man, like I said, Doug, I appreciate you for coming on here, man, making this a reality. Shit. I don't know what it looked like, you know what I'm saying, but I'm trusting the genius behind the cat. See,
She said she did it.
Yeah, she said she do this.
We taking your word.
Yeah, but if anybody that knows me knows, I'm all about my kids and investing in their future. You know what I'm saying? So if I can be a part of that in any way, I definitely want to do it because I can't do it by myself. And I can't share my wisdom if I don't spend time with them. Like I spent time with you today, my brother. This has been Mr. Thunder. I'm Mr. Thunder, and I'm a Native American of this country, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. You can follow us on all social media platforms. We on Instagram at So Says Mr. Thunder. I do have the YouTube channel, So Says Mr. Thunder, and then on all podcast platforms. This one specifically is Spreaker, but it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. I think it's on Prime now.
Okay.
But I need you to share it with somebody so we can
Man,
build this
y'all
thing
get
and
this
reach
out here, man. Somebody got to hear this message, man.
Yeah.
When like I said, stay on your square. I was really using the chess as a reference because if you got a move player, then you out your square.
And you lose the game.
Yeah,
So with
then
that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. If you want to ever get on here and share your truth, drop those gems, you know what I'm saying? Because you made a decision because you stayed on your square and everything came out the way it was supposed to be. We want to hear from you.
Right.
Give me 10 minutes of your best. Let it be your truth and let it be the way that everybody sees it in you, not on you. I'm out. Some behind the scenes and shit.
Yeah.
Man, this is the inaugural, how they say it, inaugural episode, you know what I'm saying? Giving the fans what they want. They want to see it. They want to see it in action.
What the fans want. I don't know if they want me around, but you got me here now.
Right, but who better to be an example of what it look like when you seek counsel?
Oh man,
I
feel honored.
That's a dope one. anyways,
I feel honored.
If you ready to go, man, we can just fucking record.
Yeah,
Are we good then? Do I need to move it back? I'm good right here.
Yeah, I can see both of y'all.
No, I'm talking about
the
the audio.
director.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
All right. Hit record on your shit.
Oh yeah.
We I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just a precaution there. I'm trying to get at least we go get the audio.
Okay,
This is how production goes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn. All right, good. Bet, because that shit is weird.
Word.
If we both ain't doing it, right?
Hey, somebody got to do it.
Anyways, you good? You ready to go?
We rolling, Captain.
All right, what's today's date? What is it, the 18th?
I don't think so.
I can't see
March
shit.
18th.
It is the 18th. Look, I got my
Editor
glasses.
/ director.
I should have put these motherfuckers back on. Let me put them on real quick because
Yeah,
my
okay.
ass can't see shit. Oh, okay, 18th. All right, bet. So,
We in there.
hear me out.